הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, shevet achim gam yachad. We are putting those words and giving new meaning to them. Behold how good it is when friends, when neighbors, when community comes together as one. We are here together as one. Wherever you are, wherever you sit, whatever home it is in which you find yourself, we are so glad to be here with you tonight. If you're joining us on Facebook, we want to invite you to say Shabbat Shalom to everyone. You're welcome to introduce yourself, say where you are, share a little bit about what's going on with you today. We know that this is a new experience for so many of us, and kind of want to just declare that from the beginning, name that this may feel different and maybe even a little awkward, but that's okay. This is where we are, and aren't we blessed that we have these incredible tools of technology through which we can still connect. So take a deep breath, dive in with us, really be present with us. We invite you to sing with us, to read with us, to rise, to be seated with us, and to come into this space together. You're welcome to freely use the chat on the Facebook page. You might even be receiving some prompts over the course of our service tonight. And really to just take that deep breath. Let's all do that right now. We all need it. I don't know about you, I could use another one. Just come in with us. Sing with us. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
If you have your Shabbat candles with you right now, we'll invite you to prepare to light them with us. Just by means of introduction, I'm Rabbi Wendi Geffen.
I'm Alan Goodis.
We are really thrilled to be with you, whether we know each other already or we'll be getting to know each other over the course of these next weeks. We really turn to the opportunity to bring light together. We've all experienced all sorts of light this week, likely from a screen that we've been staring at. I think they say that that's blue light. Let's turn to a more enduring kind of light and root into Shabbat, illuminating the spaces in which we find ourselves, reminding us that wherever it is that we are, whatever it is that's happening around us, we are part of a tradition, part of a people that always understands that we can bring light. Let's light together. Will you join me? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. What a beautiful Shabbat it is. The first Shabbat of spring.
Maya Hayom Shabbat Shalom. We invite you to join with us in singing. Maya Hayom Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom. Maya Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Maya Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat 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 Shalom.
We posted up earlier on our website and on our Facebook page as well a link to our Siddur, to our prayer book, Mishkan Tefillah. You're more than welcome to click on that link. It will take you to a flip book of our Siddur. You don't have to do that, though. We will guide you along. And really, the key of all of our opportunity to come together is that we might raise our voices in song. Tradition says that the purest song is the one that comes from the heart, and often that simply entails the word la. So whether you're singing all of the words, just a la la la, we invite you to join us. If you're following along in the book, we turn to page 28, our call to prayer, Baruch Hu. Wherever you are, if you're feeling able, will you please stand with us?
Yai lai, yai lai lai lai. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai. Yai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai. Try singing a little bit of that with us, even if you're at home. Yai lai, yai lai, yai lai lai lai. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai. Yai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamivorach. Baruch Adonai Hamivorach Leolam Vaed. Yai lai, yai lai, yai lai lai lai. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai. Yai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai.
Invite you to take a seat. Take a moment and draw into your mind, just imagine, visualize that there are Jewish people all around the world right now. Really, every one of us is in this boat together. So any Jewish person who's worshiping tonight, who's celebrating Shabbat tonight in a service, is doing it this way. They're doing it virtually. So think for yourself for a moment. Try to picture every Jewish person, every Jewish family, sitting in their home, wherever they are, all around the world, all doing this together. This week's Torah portion is a pretty amazing one, and it's amazing in what it has to offer us for this week. It is a double portion, Vayakel Pekudei, but it begins with this word, Vayakel. In the Torah tells us that Moses, Vayakel, convened the people, gathered the people. And that's something that means something different, I think, for most of us this night. For me, at least, when I've thought of gathering in the past, I always understood it to mean in person, gathering, showing up, really being present in the same place. And in the story in the Torah portion, that makes sense because Moses is trying to gather the people together in order to finalize the production and creation of the tabernacle, the physical place that will center and guide the Jewish people, the portable sanctuary where our Torah teaches us God could be found. But of note is that when the Torah says that that Moses gathers the people, it doesn't move right into the process of building and finishing the tabernacle. Instead, what's brought forward to the people is a message about Shabbat. So think about that for a second. Gather the people to celebrate Shabbat. Shabbat is a holiday that isn't about space. It isn't about location. It's about time. And time is that thread that weaves across all space. It doesn't matter where you are. If you are here, if you are living and breathing, you can celebrate Shabbat. And our tradition knew that way before we ever started to worry about a location, we needed to come together in time to understand that our existence is about so much more than just place, just space. We are bound together by what is eternal. As Abraham Joshua Heschel teaches, Shabbat is a palace in time for us. So wherever you are, whatever this last week was for you, perhaps this week was challenging for you in your family's life. Perhaps this week was challenging for you in that you are alone. Whatever challenges it brought, let's for the next day leave those behind. Let's come together with the understanding that we are all together in the deep breath, in the gratitude that is Shabbat. This is truly the unity that aligns all of us and brings us into our most enduring ideas that ultimately we are all part of the great oneness, the oneness that is God, the oneness that is everything. Let's join together in Shema. I invite you to close your eyes.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Take another deep breath. See if you've begun to settle in. If you're following along with us, I'll invite you to open or flip to page 37. You can read along in the English. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them at the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. Page 40. Mi chamocha. You can sway. We all love this melody.
Mi chamocha va'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar hakodesh. Mi chamocha va'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar hakodesh. Nora tehilot, nora tehilot, oseh peleh. Nora tehilot, oseh peleh. Adonai, imloch leolam va'ed. Malchutecha ra'u banecha, bokeh hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. Ze Elianu ve'amru, ze Elianu ve'amru, Adonai, imloch leolam va'ed. Mi chamocha, find your voice and sing. Mi chamocha va'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar hakodesh. Mi chamocha va'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar hakodesh. Nora tehilot, oseh peleh. Nora tehilot, oseh peleh. Adonai, imloch leolam va'ed.
You know, when we sing Mi Chamocha, we always say this is our song of freedom. Of course, this is the song we are taught the Israelites sang when they crossed the sea. Some even say they sang it as they crossed through the sea. It is the song that we think of when we talk of or speak of redemption in our tradition. So I want you to think about freedom during this week when, for many of us, we may feel that we're really struggling with what it means to be free. Many of us are in situations where we frankly don't feel free. Choices that we've made, choices that perhaps have been made for us. And in many respects, in that way, we can really key in to a greater appreciation for what freedom can really mean. But I think there is a deeper truth here. And it is one that invites us to reframe. So many of us spend so much time in our lives lamenting how busy we are, how we don't have time for anything, the regular rhythms that we accustom ourselves to of busyness. And one of the opportunities of this moment is to really come back and reflect on what it means to perhaps not be so busy. We have nowhere to go. We have every opportunity to reflect, be grateful, make decisions, maybe to change. We don't have to wait for those high holidays to come around. We can do that right now. Is there any greater opportunity to practice our freedom than in the space we find ourselves now? And even more so, what if we took the choice that we're making the idea of separating and isolating ourselves as a choice, as a demonstration of our freedom to be responsible for something greater. What does it mean to think of ourselves as making choices, not just for our own benefit, but for the benefit of our communities and actually, literally, for the benefit of our world? How often do we get to say we are truly engaging in Tikkun Olam? Simply by staying still. Simply by slowing down. Let us be free. Let us celebrate our freedom. Soon enough, the doors will open and we'll all be back together. But in this meantime, let's see if we can expand our hearts, expand our vision, open up not into the scarcity of what we cannot access, but into the expansiveness of what is possible because of our choices. Let's celebrate that as we sing again.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש. נורא תהילות עושה פלא, נורא תהילות עושה פלא, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, page 42.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו.
We know this is one of your favorites, NSCI. We want to hear you.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים.
Baruch atah Adonai hapores sukat shalom, aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim. That shelter of peace can come in so many forms. For right now, let Shabbat be your shelter of peace. Let's celebrate, honor this day, this Sabbath. Vishamru, page 44.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, שבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם, ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל. ששת ימים עשה אדוני, אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת שבת ויהי נפש שבת, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת, שבת ויהי נפש.
Refreshed. Vayi nafash. Connected to our souls, our nefesh. Take that breath again. We can't take too many of them.
Adonai.
Join us. You'll catch on.
Svatai tiftach. Ufi agit tehilatecha. Adonai. Svatai tiftach. Ufi agit tehilatecha.
This is a poem written by Linda Unger. Perhaps you saw it this week already. Pandemic. What if you thought of it as the Jews consider the Sabbath, the most sacred of times? Cease from travel, cease from buying and selling. Give up, just for now, on trying to make the world different than it is. Sing, pray. Touch only those to whom you commit your life. Center down. And when your body has become still, reach out with your heart. Know that we are connected in ways that are terrifying and beautiful. You could hardly deny it now. Know that our lives are in one another's hands. Surely that has come clear. Do not reach out your hands, reach out your heart. Reach out your words. Reach out all the tendrils of compassion that move invisibly where we cannot touch. Promise this world your love, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, so long as we all shall live. This promise, this reaching out with our hearts, invites us to be grateful, invites us to see the wells that flow and abound all around us all the time. Here at NSCI, we sing Sela as a way of showing our gratitude for those moments. We know you love this too. If you're following along, it's on page 58, 6 lines up from the bottom in the Hebrew. Or pretty much you can just sing the word Sela many, many times. However much air you've brought into your lungs over our deep breaths, bring them forward now. Sing loud with us.
V'chol ha'chaim yoducha Sela, 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 Sela. V'chol ha'chaim yoducha Sela, 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 Sela. V'hallelu et shimcha be'emet, ha'el Yeshuatenu ve'ezratenu. Sela, Sela, Sela. V'chol ha'chaim yoducha Sela, 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 Sela. V'chol ha'chaim yoducha Sela, 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 Sela. Baruch atah Adonai, Hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. Sela, 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 Sela. Sela, 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 Sela. Sela, 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 Sela. Sela, Sela. Sela, Sela, Sela. Sela, Sela, Sela.
And so it is that we take some time as a community, wherever we are, to draw to our hearts, to our minds, those among us in need of healing, in need of wholeness. People who are in need of healing of body, healing of spirit. This is something that has really been brought to the forefront of all of our minds as humanity right now. People who are in need of calm. People who need to rest their anxieties, calm their fears. We invite you to call to your hearts and minds all of those for whom you pray. I'll extend my hand forward in a moment. You're welcome to type in their names into the chat box if you're with us on Facebook. If you don't have access to that or you're not comfortable, in the privacy of your home, you're welcome to say those names aloud. Let's imagine creating a web of love, of care, of yearning, of prayer around each and every one of them, each and every one of us.
Our lives lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. And let us say, Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei HaCholim. Amen. Let's take a few moments for our own silent prayers, meditations, yearnings.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. לטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
We turn to Aleinu. You can find it on page 282 in your flip book. Wherever you are, if you're feeling able, we'll invite you to stand with us.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא Yeh Adonai Echad, Ushemo, Ushemo, Ushemo Echad.
We turn now as a congregation perhaps unlike any we have experienced before, to memory. And we call to our hearts and to our minds all of our own loved ones who are no longer here with us on this earth, but those whose memories abide. We pray his blessings. In particular, this Shabbat, we remember those in our community who've died in the last month. Hugh Arnold, John C. Coleman, Perry Granoff, Samuel Krasnick, Jane Lipsky, Roberta Bobby Silbar, and Judd A. Weinberg. We also remember all of those whose yard sites fall this week. Louis Newman Cohen, Gertrude M. Komar, Raphael Dasho, Morton Davis, Francis Fox, Isidore Ganser, Rebecca Goodgold, Fanny Gottlieb, William Grabscheid, Aaron Carson, Harry W. Kirshheimer, Alexander E. Klein, Harriet D. Kogan, Dr. Robert M. Kohlenbrenner, Carmela Coleman, Bobby Krause, Ruth Schoen Kreiser, Samuel S. Kurland, Pearl Lazar, I. Robert Levy, Dr. Howard Lieberman, Lena Davidson Lieberman, Abraham Lieberstein, Dr. Conrad Littner, Doris Magid, J. E. Mann, Alan Marver, Robert B. Midas, Howard W. Min, Charlotte Monk, Dolores D. Sherman, Ida Kaplan Pierce, Susan Ring, Morris Maxwell Rotman, Bernard G. Sang, Sophie Chenoir, Leo Schiffman, Eunice Schneiderman, Henry Schwartz, Harry Cedar, Beverly Serbin, Oscar Sillitz, Leslie Singer, Norman Stone, Leona G. Tillis, Joseph M. Wertheimer, Sidney Wexler. If you're remembering your own loved ones, you're welcome to say those names aloud at this time or even type them into the chat box so that we can remember them with you. For all of them, we remember and come together as a community in the words of Mourner's Kaddish, page 294 if you're with us in the flip book. Please rise. If these words are familiar to you, I'd invite you to say them along with me. If they're not, as long as you say Amen at the end, our tradition teaches you're credited as if you have said the entire prayer, so everyone can really participate in honoring the memory of all of our loved ones together. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divarach irutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chayim, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Osei shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace and comfort to us, to all Israel, and to all the world. We say together, Amen. We want to thank you so much for being with us this Friday night as we bring in Shabbat. We want to remind you to tune in right where you are tomorrow morning at 9:15 for a Shabbat experience. That Shabbat experience, just so you know, has been pre-recorded by Rabbi Lisa Green and Cantor David Goldstein. We had planned to be live with you, but given the governor's directives that tomorrow we're all advised to shelter in place, we decided to follow along and to pre-record that to allow all of us to shelter in place. This does not mean that we won't still be with you, really, throughout however long this period of time lasts. Please keep checking our Facebook page, our web page. We'll be sending out regular emails. There is a very full schedule at NSCI, virtual NSCI, available to everyone, really of all ages. We are still a community. We are still coming together. And I love to say that we are really better than ever. So in that yearning and that affirmation of our wholeness, we wish you Shabbat Shalom. I want to invite you to sing with us, Oseh Shalom.
Oseh Shalom, B'Roma, Ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu, Ve'al kol Yisrael, Ve'imeru, Amen. Oseh Shalom, B'Roma, Ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu, Ve'al kol Yisrael, Ve'imeru, Amen.
Shabbat Shalom,
Shabbat
everyone.
Shalom.